Hi everyone, so glad you came back to my channel. Or if you're a new viewer, welcome. Today is going to be a real good one, delicious cake pops. These turned out fantastic. And of course, you can choose whatever flavor cake and chocolate you prefer. Today, I'm using vanilla cake with white chocolate. Now how about we get started? Here are the products you will need. A cake mix. You can use box mix or homemade. Today I'm going to be using a box mix, and I do like to use Duncan Hines. You'll also need cake pop sticks, candy coloring or coloring with an oil base, chocolate melts. I like to use Ghirardelli, baking chocolate or chocolate with cocoa butter, coconut oil or Paramount Crystals, toothpicks to release any bubbles if need be, and of course any sprinkles, decorations you would like to use. Lastly, a cake pop silicone mold. Now let's get started with baking our cake. We want to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Now go ahead and add your ingredients together. However, if you notice, I like to add milk instead of water. This will help in creating a very moist cake. Once you're done mixing the cake, we're ready to fill the silicone molds. Now go ahead and grab the bottom of your silicone mold, and I like to place it on a small baking sheet. And you're going to grab a piece of paper towel and lightly dab it into some oil, like vegetable oil, because we're going to gently rub the inside of these molds. Once that's completed, we're ready to fill the molds. I like to use a cookie scoop. I find it makes it a little easier. However, you can use whatever you have, even a spoon. Now you want to make sure not to fill each mold to the top. Now you'll go ahead and place the top of the mold on, and you want to make sure that you grease the top also. You will bake these for 20 minutes. And once you remove them from the oven, you're going to want to let it sit for a couple minutes. Now you'll remove each cake ball. These are very light and easy to work with. And once you remove them all, you're going to place them on a separate baking sheet because you'll want to put those in the refrigerator for at least 20 minutes. Now while those are cooling off, we're going to go ahead and make our melted chocolate. Now go ahead and grab a plastic container or cup that you want to melt your chocolate in. I like to layer my melting wafers with only 2 cubes of the baking bar. By combining these 2 types of chocolate, it helps so that the cake pop does not crack. Now you'll go ahead and put it in the microwave, and you're going to want to do this in 30-second increments. Each time in between, you'll want to give it a stir. Now towards the end of the melting process, you'll want to check the consistency, as you might want to add a little bit of coconut oil to thin out the chocolate. I added a teaspoon of solid coconut oil to my mixture and melted it. Once the chocolate is melted, that's when you'll add your coloring. I added pink and purple to mine. Now let's work on creating our cake pops. You will dip one end of the stick into the chocolate and then into your cake ball. I did a couple of examples so you can see. After those are created, you're going to want to stick them back into the refrigerator for at least another 15 to 20 minutes. After they're chilled, they're ready to go. Now you'll take your cake pop and submerge it fully into the chocolate. Now, before any of the chocolate dries, that's when you want to add your decorations. You will need need to allow the excess chocolate to drizzle back into the cup, and there will be times you need to tap the stick against the cup or roll the stick against the cup to remove any excess chocolate. I've provided several examples for you to view. Now, if you like a cake pop with drizzle on it, all you have to do is dip it into your first color, then go ahead and grab your second color you want to use, dip a fork into the second color, and move it back and forth over the cake pop. Now, to set these cake pops to dry, I did use a cake pop stand. I hope you get a chance to make these because these were delicious. And I hope you come back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.